Ladies and gentlemen, there are many links between people indicted by John Durham and people being investigated currently by John Durham, the special counsel, and our beloved president, Mashed Potato Brains, and his son. I'll give you an Axios article. Biden campaign expands legal team. This is in September, 2 years ago. Biden's campaign expands legal team. The corporation, the law firm that they utilized for the past couple of years is the same law firm that Clinton utilized to purchase the Steele dossier. That's the only link that Durham needs. If you read to investigate Hunter, if you read a lawfare article, How Do You Solve a Problem Like John Durham, and then also read an Axios article, Biden Campaign Expands Legal Team, ahead of November, that article could be rewritten, or the title could be rewritten, Biden Campaign Expands Legal Team, utilizing the same law firm Clinton utilized to purchase the Steele dossier against Trump, which is now being investigated by John Durham. If you read a lawfare article, and there's a method to the madness here. How do you solve a problem like John Durham? William Barr's appointment order is very broad and expansive. Anybody, any law firm, any attorney, any entity, any political operative, any government official that is linked in any way to somebody that the Durham Probe special counsel is currently investigating is fair game for further investigations. That's how Mueller got to George Papadopoulos when George Papadopoulos had absolutely nothing to do with any Trump collusion with a foreign country, because that never happened. So Mueller was able to, and that's how you get a blue dress with Ken Starr. A special counsel can go into all different directions. They just need some type of indirect correlation or link. So there's an Axios article. There are numerous articles documenting that the Biden campaign utilized the same law firm for years, even before he became president. Actually, probably long before he became president. The same law firm that Clinton utilized not only to obtain the Steele dossier, because there was an intermediary between the DNC, her campaign, and Fusion GPS and Glenn Simpson and Christopher Steele. The intermediary was the law firm, an attorney in particular, that's also being sued by Trump. They purchased a fabricated hoax. You can look at 18 U.S. Code 371. I wrote about that in The Federalist. You can go to H.A. Goodman Federalist, and I explain why Comey and McCabe should be charged, and others, under 18 U.S. Code 371. But right now, Hunter's tax probe, Wall Street Journal, prosecutors' advanced tax probe of Hunter. The Hill, prosecutors gathering evidence about foreign income. New York Post, Hunter's $142,000 sports car scrutinized in tax probe. The Durham Probe special counsel just needs a link. They already have that link. They're almost certainly investigating now, or they're going to expand very soon with more indictments. The Durham Probe special counsel, hit subscribe to this channel right now. We're over 195,000 subs. People, we're almost at 200,000 subs. To my comment section, you're right, I was wrong. You're right, and I was wrong, really quickly, about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I said that it was quote-unquote a fake slap. No, that's not accurate, so I apologize for that. It was a genuine slap, but it was parried. So he, like an actor in a scene, or a very skilled boxer, when they know that, a left hook or a right hook is coming, they could parry the punch. Still hurt, I'm sure. Anyway, I didn't explain myself correctly in my segment prior to this one. That's why I changed the wording a little bit within the title. So, and I thank you to the comments section that, corrected me on that. Anyway, if you've lasted this long, hit subscribe to this channel right now, to my new Patreons. Thank you. If you want to support my work via Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the best things you could do for long term. My Patreon is below. Share this segment everywhere. It's very important. There is a direct correlation between the Durham Probe Special Counsel and Hunter. The direct correlation, or the indirect correlation, you don't need a direct correlation because the mandate is so broad here. Barr's appointment order, whether any federal official, employee, or any other person or entity violated the law in connection with the intelligence, counterintelligence, or law enforcement activities directed at the 2016 campaigns, individuals associated with those campaigns, those same individuals are now associated with Biden's campaign. There's the link. That's how you get Monica and the blue dress and Ken Starr with Whitewater. What does that have to do? So the link with the special counsel, you can pretty much investigate anybody that's associated with the initial investigation and individuals associated with the administration of President Donald J. Trump, that's Department of Justice, FBI officials that turned against Trump, including but not limited to Crossfire Hurricane and the investigation of special counsel Robert S. Mueller III. And the Lawfare article goes, consider for a moment the breadth of this appointment order. Durham gets to look not merely at whether anyone broke any law in connection with the origin or conduct of the Russia investigation during the campaign, but whether anyone in the Mueller investigation broke any law any time. A matter at which there has been no public suggestion of any kind. There's been many public suggestions by Rudy Giuliani, by Tom Fitton. The interesting thing is, it's basically, if the suggestion is, if somebody supportive of Trump suggests anything, it's almost as if it never suggested, according to people on the left or the establishment, or whatever. But this is a great article in Lawfare. How do you solve a problem like John Durham? There's a great article on Axios. Biden campaign expands legal team. Okay, 2 years ago. Those two articles point to the Durham Probe Special Counsel investigating Hunter's tax probe, especially if they went after Trump in order to circumvent media attention, law enforcement attention, or focus on an obvious racket going on. Hunter's emails, whether it's Clinton's email probe or Hunter's emails or them setting up and framing Trump, it's all part of the same story. Look over there. This way you won't look over here. Accuse Trump of everything under the sun. Like today, for example, a judge said he almost certainly committed a crime. Well, if the Attorney General of D.C. and the Mayor of D.C. at that moment didn't call for Trump's indictment, then he's not getting indicted for January or for anything else. And if you want to say, well, these people tried to overthrow, they try our democracy and government, it doesn't take 2 years to find out an elaborate plot. It's very simple. There are emails, there's money flow, there are individuals who will testify and flip and sing. They never had any of that. That's why they always overreach with Trump while trying to mitigate and suppress and silence any discord, debate, or discussion about their improprieties, corruption, and illegal activity. You have Tammany Hall. So Tammany Hall includes Clinton, Hunter, obviously mashed potato brains Biden, setting up and framing an incoming candidate. That was not a peaceful transition of power. The Durham Probe Special Counsel can easily investigate or bring into his investigation all the information from the federal government's probe of Hunter's taxes. He is getting millions of dollars from an energy company in a country right now being invaded. And millions upon millions of dollars from China and other countries. This is while Trump is being investigated for nonsense. So there are emails showing this. There's evidence showing all of this. It's being used by the federal government in a different investigation that the Durham Probe Special Counsel, another government investigation, can utilize easily. And the Washington Post, New York Times, MSNBC, CNN, they don't want to make any correlations. Their idea of democracy is suspending the New York Post's account 2 years ago and just bringing this up now and barely talking about it, and certainly not making any correlation between the law firm that helped purchase the Steele dossier and the law firm that helped cover up, potentially, or helped the Biden campaign with its controversy pertaining to Hunter and his emails. A long-winded explanation, but there's an indirect link between the Durham Probe Special Counsel and Hunter. The Durham Probe Special Counsel can utilize that indirect link. We see the same law firm being used to protect two different candidates, Democratic candidates, Clinton and Biden. In mashed potato brains, in his case, to ensure that his son's wrongdoing isn't addressed by media or law enforcement. The Durham Probe Special Counsel can now potentially indict people or utilize testimony that correlates directly with what's taking place right now with Hunter's tax probe. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll be back in about an hour. Thank you.